play with my money, nigga, I got bills. If I was a different person, you get killed. People dying just to get a meal. What's good, everyone?
Hey.
Cam back with another episode of the podcast. Today, I got Tia Carter. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, me and Tia only knew each other for like a couple months, but I don't know, like, you have like some sort of vibe that makes me always want to talk to you for some reason. And I think that you're so freaking awesome. Your vocals are amazing, and you're also an actress. And I was wondering, like, how did you get started into acting?
Well, you know what? I have been into like the arts all my life. But I think this last this last project that I did, Nightfall, it's coming out in November or December. I don't know. We don't have a for sure release date. But that was like my first leading project. But I've done all type of stuff, you know, all type of off-Broadway type of stuff, plays, you know. So it's kind of just a natural talent.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And are you able to give any details about Nightfall or not yet?
Well, yeah, it's a story about a guy that's kind of caught in between two worlds. You know, he's kind of battling his you know, urges, you know, to different things that he wants. It's just it's a tale that kind of goes on. It's probably like an untold story and is a truth for a lot of people. So I just can't wait for it to come out and people can really see, you know, my acting chops.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so freaking talented. And you also do like photography and videography.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, how long have you been doing all those?
I really got into photography. I had a supervisor at one of my jobs, and I just bought a camera because I wanted to learn it. And he is a professional photographer, and he started to take me on some sets with him, and you know, doing some stuff professionally. And I just, you know, took it on. It took on a life of its own from there. I kind of just learned it, and I kind of just teach myself, and you know, just kind of doing it my way. And that's like with things, everything with the music, with photography. It's not like, you know, I went and had any formal training. I kind of just picked up some things. I watched tutorials and, you know, just practice, and I get out there. But I have a really good eye, so
No, man, that's
yeah,
amazing.
it translates. When I'm gonna get a chance to shoot you.
I'm actually planning on that, but I'll like tell you about that like later. For sure. Okay. But what amazes me about like how you're describing this is that like I make a video of this, right? But what I'm basically gonna say, right, is like if you're trying to do something like in the creative field, you don't really have to go to school. You just have to like learn how to do it and build up a good portfolio, and you'll get hired no matter what.
Yeah.
People don't give a shit about your certificate or your diploma or your degree. Like, I know so many people who can build houses, and they never went to school for it.
Mm-hmm.
They just got mentored by somebody, and they showed them how to do it, and then they took them with them, and it's like they did it for themselves, and now they're able to like build houses or do whatever they want.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but knowledge is infinite. You know, like we just know things, and we, you know, just pick up things, and it's not, and we live in a day and age where you could learn anything. You know, I watch a lot of lectures from colleges like Harvard and Stanford online. Like you can get in the classroom, and if you want to know anything, you can do it. You know, a lot of people are kind of lazy and don't want to do anything, but if anything that you want to do is at our fingertips. So.
I know, right? There's like literally no excuses for like not only for the things you want to do, but for the position you're at. There's so many people who are like complaining about, yo, why can't I do this? I'm stuck. I can't do anything. I was like, dude, like you chose to be there.
Yeah.
And as much as like I could like listen to your circumstances and figure out like what's happening. If the circumstances happen, that's on the circumstances. But if you respond to it by complaining or not doing anything about it and following these bad habits that will ruin your life in the future, it's on you. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I remember, like, I think I posted about it yesterday where I was, like, complaining about, like, people who bullied me, broke my heart, ripped me off. And that was, like, years. And, like, they haven't been in my life, and I'm still, like, talking about it, like, they're attacking me today. And it's like, and then, like, one day I just realized, like, yo, these people have been gone for a long time. And I've wasted, like, so many years of my life focusing on them when I should have been focusing on making my life better.
Yeah.
And more people need to get into that mindset, because some people get in that mindset and they stay there. And they stay there until, like, they're not even able to, like, chase their dreams anymore. And that's when they finally realize, and it's too late, because they're actually in that place where they really can't do anything about it.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of maturity, I'll say, to get to the point where you can forgive people. And then sometimes it's kind of easy to be a victim. It's easy.
It's easy.
I'm sorry. It's easy
okay.
to you know, to fester in what people have done to you. You know, it takes a lot of growth to be able to say, you know what, I'm not gonna let this situation affect me anymore. You know, so. And it's a good thing that you were able to get there. A lot of people don't get there. A lot of people never get there. I know people who are in their 30s, 40s, and they're still talking about childhood issues or what their parents did to them, you know, and they're moved on from that, you know. So, but we have to let that stuff go, or we'll be like bitter people. I'm just trying to fill myself up with work and positive things, and, you know, just staying busy. Like, I'm finding now that I'm kind of overbooked in a sense. Like, I was supposed to go to 2 parties last night, but I chose to work. I had a photo shoot. I chose to work, and I kind of didn't make it out. But I'm choosing, like, the things that are going to propel me forward. And if I miss out on some parties or hanging out, you know, so be it.
And the key thing about it too, right? When you're doing these things, like, you're doing it because it makes you happy. Mm-hmm. You're not just doing it because it's a job or you hate it. You're doing it because you truly enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I want to do something. It's about making a mark and, you know, showcasing talent and, you know, all of that. So I hope that people receive what I'm doing and the things that I'm about to put out. Yeah.
Nice. And speaking about talent, right? The first day you came in with Bugs, and I heard your vocals. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, what are you working on right now?
Well, right now, I am working on just gathering songs because I want to do an EP later in the year. So I've been writing and, you know, listening to tracks and just kind of putting some things together, recording songs. All of them may not make it. I just want to record as much as I can and then pick the best out of, you know, what's going on. I'm just really coming out as a recording artist, you know. So I think the song that we did, what did we do? Score My Heart. Well, that's like the second song, but I'm just coming out and I'm finding my voice and who I am as an artist and how I want to approach it. I went into it thinking it would be one way, but no. I'm just going to be comfortable and make the music that I like, that feels good to me, and, you know, take it from there.
Nice. Any concepts for the project, or?
Yeah, I have quite a few concepts, but I don't want your viewers to be inspired in the wrong way, where it's theft. No, I'm kidding. No, but I have like a few things, and I want to touch on a few things. So, you know, we'll see. I'm just working. I'm, you know, practicing every day and writing, you know, so. I'm also working on developing like some short stories and things like that. So, yeah.
Is it going to be incorporated with the music, or nah?
It kind of will be, but I just kind of want to start off doing some short visuals, 5 to 10 minutes. just kind of telling some stories of, you know, kind of what goes on out in the world. Like, you know, I want to tell some really real life stories that, you know, will hit home of situations that just happen to people. You know, you never know what's going on to a person, even in this building that's like 2 doors down or something. You don't know like what these people are going through. It could be a woman in there being beat in an abusive relationship. It could be, you know, it could be a child that's living in an abusive household, you know, being bullied. You know, it could be someone in foster care, or, you know. So I want to connect and tell these stories, because a lot of times we forget about these people until they're on the news or, you know, something like that. So I think we need to keep in mind that people are out here hurting. There's homeless people, there's, you know, a lot of people with addictions and all of that. So I kind of want to write and tell some of those stories. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That really hit home for me, because I know how it's like to like go through like certain things like bullying or heartbreak or abuse, and it's these simple things that sometimes you need to be reminded that you're not alone. Like, there's people rooting for you to actually like get up and get better.
Yeah, and it's hard. The world is so superficial, you know. So you know, kids are just told that they're not good enough because their parents just simply can't afford to send them to school in Jordans and shit every day, you know. And a lot of times, especially in the black community, we chalk our worth up to material things, what we have, you know, the shoes, the clothes, whatever. So to get to a point to know who you really are, and none of that stuff matters, and you're not trying to keep up with the Joneses, and that just shows growth. And those are the type of people that I am attracted to, you know.
Nice.
So yeah.
It's crazy, because I remember like when I was younger, I used to own like a pair of Jordans, and everyone was dapping me up, really hyping me up, and I didn't even understand why. And I was like, I don't understand why. It only took me like when I got older to realize that Jordans was like the shoes you have to wear no matter what.
It's like a status symbol.
I know, right? And I never, like, as a child, I never actually cared about like any social status. Like, I only cared about video games, anime, just having fun as much as I can.
Right.
And to see so many people have their lives around stuff that doesn't even matter to them, to the point where they're killing each other for it, it's like, dude, this doesn't make any sense. Because I know so many people who got robbed for their shoes.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it used to be really crazy.
I know, right? And it's like, you're actually valuing a shoe over another person's life for ego? That is weird as shit.
Yeah. It is. But we won't feed into that. Yo, I shop at thrift stores a lot of times. I order stuff offline. I'm not, you know, I'm doing what feels good to me, and I don't really care who likes it, and it takes a lot to get there. People are not comfortable with that, you know. Just you know, just being a lady, and you know, I was telling one of my friends, I'm sitting on my stoop the other day, and there had to be 10 different girls that walked down the street, but it seemed like they all had the same hair. It's like they all had the same wig. It was, you know, they all, and even like the same shoes, they all had like flip-flops with fur on it, and everybody had like, and it's like, where's the individuality? Where are the people that are, you know, saying I'm different? And you know, it used to be dope to be different, you know. So I want to continue to, you know, encourage people to be different and do your thing, even if you feel like, I know even you being an artist, you might sometimes, I don't know if you have, but there might be like music or content that you have written or that you want to do, but you're like, no, I'm not going to do this because people might not like this, or, you know, but why not? If you like it, or if you knew it's something, it may click with someone. So yeah, I'm just not limiting myself anymore.
I know how you feel. And that's crazy, because like way back then, before I rebranded, like I was making music based on what what the majority make. And then like when Drake blew up and Childish Gambino blew up, those guys were like talking about like what they were going through, and I was like, wait a second, you can talk about this now? And then it's like ever since, I only speak about like what I go through. Like I don't care about like trying to please a whole bunch of people. I just want to make music like that resonate with me, and maybe someone who feels it the same way I do could relate to that as well.
Yeah.
I remember like my homie Ivan, he was in a band and he came and he listened to one of my new songs, and he was like, yo, how are you this open in your music? Like this actually makes me want to cry. I'm like, I don't know, that's how I make music now. Like I just want to like make music that speaks to me just to tell my truth.
Yeah, I've learned a long time ago, especially with music, it's not even so much to how it sounds, it's how people feel when they listen to it. So that's the goal. If it's making someone feel something, you know, that's why I'm working on my music the way I am now. I want to take my time, you know. It's like we worked on some things I want to start and be able to come and build on it until, you know, it can say, okay, this is ready. If I have to come, you know, 3 or 4 sessions to work on one song or work on multiple songs at one time, I'd rather do that than just turn to come and get the song out. And
Right.
You know, I don't want to like work like that or feel like I have to work like that. So
I also feel like a lot of artists make that mistake to like make music, and then before they even realize that this song isn't perfect, they put it out, and then they regret it. And even worse, they don't even take the time to like market it properly. They just get the song, record it, get it mixed and mastered, throw it out like the minute they get it, and it's like, dude, like you gotta take your time, bro. Like most of my music took like 8 months to do, because I keep like sitting down and listening to it, and I'm like picking out the flaws, seeing if a word can be changed, seeing if I shouldn't have said this or I shouldn't have said that. And I keeps going like that until like I realize that this is perfect. Like now I'm trying to cut down the time and do it at least a month or 2. But like now, like I'm trying to like go ham, because you can take so long to do music that you will never finish. And that's like another flaw besides making music too fast. Like if you take too long, like it's gonna, like, I don't know, like the longer you take, the longer you will have to put it out. Like when I make songs in 8 months, it's like it shouldn't be 8 months. So now I started like having a group of friends who are into music, and I send it them so like they can give a second ear, and then we go back and forth like a couple times, and then after that we're good.
Yeah. It's just when you feel satisfied, and if you're consistently working. But I do feel what you're saying. You want to, like, you know, it's about balance and what really works for you. So, you know, I'm excited to hear some, you know, new content, and, you know, see your face more. I see you've been doing a lot more shows, and, you know, really getting out there. Do you like the performance element of being an artist? Like,
I do. The only thing is now that I was doing like open mics, and now like I'm not even interested in doing those anymore. And a lot of my friends are asking me like, why? And it's because I feel like I outgrow them now. Like now I feel like I've been doing this for a long time, and now it's time to find different opportunities, because open mics are for 2 things: making new friends and working on a stage performance. If you're trying to grow a fan base, you're not likely going to do that
through open mics.
Because the people in the open mics, they're not fans. They're mostly rappers who are trying to one-up you. Like they see you as a competition. And usually when I network with some of them, like they realize that we're on the same page, so we work together. But then there's others who like see you as a competition, so they will be dapping you up, a whole bunch of other stuff in the club when you're performing, and then when they follow you on social media, it's like they go ghost. And it's like, I remember like that same month when you saw me doing a lot of shows often, that month, like I realized my engagement tanked, because I gained so much rapper followers, and what they end up doing is like they intentionally not like any post that I upload after they follow me, because how the algorithm works, right? If someone follows you and you upload something, it goes to them first. But if they don't follow, if they don't click like, if they don't comment or do anything, your engagement will drop. And that affected me so much in a negative way, because I used to be getting like 300 likes at least, and now like all of a sudden I'm getting like 10, and then I was like, yo, what the hell is happening? And I realized that these people, like, they're trying to compete with you. So now like I realize that I don't even need to be there anymore, because the more I go there, the less engagement I'm going to get, because they're not really going to support you at first unless you network with them. Because a lot of people aren't like me or you that will like show love to an artist who's doing their thing. Like, I don't understand why, because in the end of the day, you need people. Like, you have to talk to everybody, because you'll never know like who's going to just take off. And when someone takes off, you want to make sure that you've been in the right place with them.
And it's the whole narrative that's pushed that it could only be one. Like, people feel like that it can only be one, and you know, we definitely need to stop that, because people won't support you because you're exactly right, they see you as competition. Or, you know, I've noticed too, like, since I've been doing more things, it's like my engagement, it seems, you know, but I know that more people are watching. I have people more so come in my inbox and say stuff like, oh, you're doing your thing, I see this, but they don't like post anymore, but they like, it's like they want to secretly congratulate you and stuff, like, oh, I see you. Or even when I see people out, they're like, oh, I see you doing your thing, and but it's like, I don't even see you, I didn't even know we were friends anymore, like, you know. So yeah, but I try just to stay focused, man, and not to be distracted by anything, dating, none of that stuff. I'm just like, yeah, it's focused on the goal. So yeah.
Nice. That's why I appreciate a lot too, like that focus. Like, I remember like before I dropped the last project, I ended up like taking a social media break for like 3 months just to finish it up. And it was like one of the most amazing things, because now, like even now, like I remember like when I first turned off like Facebook, I kept like opening my phone just to see if Messenger on, and it's like logged out, and I was like, damn it, I'm logged out. And then like after like a month, like I stopped like looking at it. And like even now, like I don't even look at like anything on my Messenger as of late. Like I just open it and just check notifications, share memes, but that's it. Like like I could literally just dip over social media and I'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's good when it doesn't have that much control over you. That's the thing, because as an artist, you have to like promote, and you know, Bugs is constantly on like, we have to promote, but I don't even, it comes like, I like social media, but I don't really like being on it all the time either, or you know, some days I don't want to post or even open the app. Like some days I just want to not be, you know, bothered, but you want to get on and you want to promote, you know. But and then sometimes I think that people get tired of you seeing the same thing, that they might unfollow you if you keep on like saying, hey, buy my, you know, man, people are funny. Our community, no, they don't support you until you're somebody, and then when you're somebody, everybody wants to say, oh, that's my people, or you know how it is.
Right. But there's like a lot of different strategies to do to like promote, besides like harassing people all the time. One thing I learned recently is that just make an email list. Like I started using MailChimp, and what I did was like I asked like my followers, like, if you guys want to make music, like I told you guys, like a lot of you guys are asking me for my music, and I posted, but for some reason you guys aren't seeing it. So instead, you'll just sign up on my email list. So whenever I put out music, I'll just blast it to you guys' email, and then you guys will always see it. And that like, it works so well for me, like so far.
Okay.
Yeah, and
that's a good. Yeah.
And there's so many other strategies that people like just don't want to do. Like, there's another one that I learned like a couple months ago, where you basically like search a hashtag that's related to your music, like singer or photography, and then you go to that person page, like the top. Is it the recent? Yeah, it's the recent post, and then you comment on them, like you say like, if you see someone singing, you say good job, you're awesome, and you keep doing that. Like you can do it like 10 times or 20 times for a day. And what ends up happening is that those people who see your comment, they'll end up checking your comment, and then like checking your page.
Yeah.
And then like if they like what they see, they're gonna be a fan. I started doing that recently, and now like I'm almost like 900 followers, and it's like
cool.
Yeah, they say you grow really fast. Like I'm kind of inconsistent.
And that's
with
what I'm saying. Social media takes a lot of work. Yeah, that's why people hire people to do it.
I know,
but
right?
It's like, who wants to, hire people to do it? But yeah, it's a lot. But we're working, we're learning, and we'll get there. And like I said, it's people are watching. So I just noticed yesterday I was coming from a photo shoot, and the stylist that was there put us on his story. And somebody hit him up and was like, oh my God, that's Tia Carter. And I was like, yo, and this person was like in DC. So you never know. And they's like, and they see me from an unlikely place. They're like, yo, I seen you in the Circle NYC, so you never know where people, what people are looking.
You never know.
Yeah. So I know they're looking. I just feel that things is changing. I've been doing so much, and then being on polls all summer, having a movie coming out, I'm just going to continue. I'm hopefully that when the movie comes out, I'll be able to get a good real cut from that and be able to audition for some other stuff, because I learned that I really do like acting. Yeah, but I like production too as well. I like being behind the camera, so...
Yeah, your goals are freaking awesome, and those are good combinations too, because they all like revolve around each other.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we'll be working consistently. I hope to see you a lot.
I know, right?
And I'm sorry, air conditioning.
It's okay. My bad.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
It's like all this summer I've been like turning the air off. I don't know like what it is. It's like it's like I can't tolerate it anymore.
I don't know, my friend was going through something like that too.
And I was like, what? And it was just so weird. I was like, what the hell? So I can't. And it's so funny because now I'm in the house and I'm with the air off, and my body is acclimated to warmer temperatures now, I guess, because I don't
weird.
really. Yeah.
That's where my friend was going through that the other day. She was telling me that she slept with the AC on, and when she woke up, she couldn't even breathe. Like that's how bad it was.
Congested.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but it's like this is already like fake air, and then the air in New York is already like not the best air. So we're not giving the air conditioner anything to work with,
Damn. So that's probably what's happening. Like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I hope, I wonder if they have something, that's more green for us to use. I'll probably look it up later to see.
Yeah, I'll try to find out, too. But no, New York is just not green. New York is red. No.
I gotta see it up because, my friend, she was literally here recording, and then she was, telling me that, the AC, makes me, can't breathe. I was like, what? And then she told me what happened, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's crazy."
Yeah, I don't know what it just started happening, and I noticed because I was really waking up really congested, and I'm a health nut. I don't really get sick. I juice a lot and take a lot of herbs, and I'm this holistic type of person.
Me too.
So when I start when things start happening, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is my body producing mucus? Why am I I'm getting yeah. So but it's the air. So and I noticed even I went into the grocery store and it was so cold I couldn't even get my stuff. I had to leave out of the grocery store, and this is all of a sudden happening, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's usually the summer this happens. And I heard, like, I worked at a supermarket, right? And they told me, like, the reason why it's so cold is because if it's not cold, the food is going to spoil. Yeah. That is freaking crazy.
Yeah, because they just have so much stuff out on display that's, like, you know, ridiculous. And, you know, so... But I gotta you know, check out your podcast. What's the, how can I find you?
Well, the podcast right now the podcast isn't out yet, but
okay.
I'm just waiting on some artwork, and then like I'll put it out. And okay. I had so much trouble like getting the artwork from it because I have like somebody who was supposed to like make it for me, and that's because like I helped him out with something really important, give him a lot of money, and like he's like just taking me for granted. So now like I'm forced to like work with other people, like just hire someone else.
You can't be taken for granted though.
I know, right? It always happens. Like it happens frequently. Like it doesn't bother me anymore. But like when I see these things happen to me, it's like, whatever. You just missed out because.
Yeah. But I don't get that from you. Like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I respect people. Like, and I will want the people to give me the same respect. Like when I come in here and I'm taking you, working with you as seriously as I would be working with Diddy or any fucking body else. That's, you know, and that's the thing that we do. We always want to downplay people or devalue people, you know. So I know, no, it's not cool, and it's not something that you should be used to. Like,
yeah, like I'm literally used to it, but now I reacted differently now. Like before, like I used to like. People used to like try to play me all the time when it comes to engineering sessions or doing a feature for somebody. Like there's a situation that happened years ago that's been popular on my Facebook page ever since. A rapper called Streetlight, right? Mm-hmm. I never really told the full story about what happened, but this is what happened. I hired him to do a song with me. He's a big rapper, big underground rapper. We did a song together. We were supposed to shoot a music video together. I paid like $500 for the music video, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from him again for like a year or 2 years or some shit like that. And like I've been like going back and forth with him. Next thing you know, I told him like, yo, you know what? Just give me back the money. He started insulting me, making me feel like shit, and like, yo, this guy's a Christian rapper, and it's like this guy like just changed like my whole perspective on like people who like play roles but they're not who they say they are.
Man.
And then like some years later, right, another guy like who does like interviews, like he exposed them because he saw like what happened to me, and then like he made like a whole vlog about it, and then like it started to get out of control, and then all of a sudden he hit me back up and was like, yo, I'm gonna give you the money. And then like I was like, I don't even care about you anymore. And then I was like, okay, just give me the money. And he was like, but I'm only going to give you half. And I was like, yo, we didn't even shoot anything. Why should I give you half? Why are you going to give me half? And then like we were arguing again. I was like, you know what? Just send it. He sent it, right? And the story ended, right? But
he still just sent $250.
Yeah, but something else happened. Like that's where everyone knows it. And this is what happened after that. Like I haven't told anybody this. After that, right? There was a time when I went back to Trinidad, and I went back with this mic right here. But my grandma dropped the mic and broke it. And I was like, you know what? I'll use the $250 to buy a new mic. You know what happened? The guy refunded the money. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I don't even care about the situation anymore. Like
he refunded the money.
From PayPal.
He took the $250 back.
Yep. And at that point, I was like,
so you never got the money?
Never got it back. And at that point,
got nothing. Oh wow.
And at that point, I was like, you know what? I don't even
care. Did you just leave it there? You just thought that it was? Cause I do it sometimes with Cash App. I'll just leave the money there. But so, how long was it there before he was like, let me talk?
It wasn't even long. Like I went to Trinidad like about a week after, and then when I finally checked, it was gone. I was like, and at that point, I was like, you know what? Whatever. Like,
Oh, wow.
He's not gonna prosper. Like, he's probably gonna spend that money on shoes or whatever. And at that point, I was like, you know what? If he did me wrong, I'm not even gonna be bothered about it anymore. Like, karma is gonna fix him up really good whenever. And that's how I treat a lot of people these days, because a lot of people like do me dirty. Like, when it comes to business, when it comes to music, when it comes to beats, when it comes to engineering projects. And it happens so frequently that I remember it broke me at one point. So I ended up stopped doing music and stopped doing engineering for a while. And then I went to Trinidad. And then while I was in Trinidad for the year, like, I ended up getting put in this situation where I realized that, yo, this shit doesn't even matter to me anymore. Like, what broke me out of, like, my depression phase was, like, realizing that life wasn't about what happened to me, but what I do from now on. And ever since, like, I've been, like, on this positive mindset that I feel like nothing can stop me. I literally, like, I told Brandon, like, he was on the last podcast, I literally told him, like, I only feel like my life just got started. Like, I'm 26. No, I'm 28. I don't know why I keep mixing up my ages. No, I'm 27. I'm going to be 28. And I feel like my life just got started. Like, at 24, like, that's when I woke up and I was like, yo, my life just got started. I gotta move now. Because I can't slow down anymore for shit that happened to me before. I need to go now. I need to go now. I don't know. I'm still laughing in my head about, like, how I keep mixing up my age, because I remember, like, I became, like, so... Like, I dropped my ego so much, I don't even care about my birthday anymore. Like, that's the only reason why I forget about it. Like, my birthday will come and, like, it'll be like, yo, how old are you now? I'm like, 22. Oh, like, that's how bad it is. Like, I don't even think about my birthday like that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because age is an illusion.
All right.
So, you know. But no, it's cool, man. I hope that you have good people that you're working with now who inspire you and who appreciate what you do and don't take you for granted, because you're amazing and you're great at what you do. So never let that happen. And check people's ass. You see, I check people. Like, I don't know. And then I might, you know, I'm on the set, somebody pulled me to the side and said that they was labeling me a troublemaker. I'm like, how am I a troublemaker? Because I only respond, like, when people try. Because I used to be really, I think, being Southern, not a native New Yorker, and you come and we have a different type of upbringing, and we're raised, you know, to be polite, and, you know, we say yes ma'am and no ma'am, and, you know, speak to the neighbors, and, you know, but people see that you're nice and you have, like, this home training, and they think that you're a punk or something. But it's like, no, I will fuck you up. No. No, but it's like, no. But, you know, so it's you know, a bit of a struggle sometimes, because I'm not a mean person at all. I'm actually a sweetheart and a very nurturing person. But unfortunately, people see that, and then they
think it's a weakness.
They take it, you know, try to take advantage, or, you know, want to play on your sympathy and empathy and all of that. So, you know,
and it's crazy because, like, now, like, I'm at the point where I'm starting to get a little bit of violent tendencies when it comes to people pushing me, and it's like, at the same time, that's not really my nature, but, like, if someone pushes me enough, like, now I'm not even a pacifist anymore, because I used to be a pacifist and let people walk on me. But then I realized, like, that's a mistake. Like, I need to start standing up for myself more.
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, shit. I guess that shit is almost done.
Oh, what happened? Oh.
I guess it's probably full.
Okay. Well, we'll take us out.
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up. Just let them know where they can find you.
Tia Carta. Instagram, she is... Tia Carta, TIACARTA, Facebook, Tia Carta. But I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm just low riding right now. 2020, Tia Carta, full force.
Nice. Can't wait to see what you're gonna do. Like, from the shit I've heard with you so far, you're fucking amazing. You're gonna be a
part of it, so, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can we get a 5 for the camera?
Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Nice. See you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Later.